Grab your glasses, everybody. It's time for a Moonshine Safari.
Welcome, everybody, to Moonshine Safari. That's Dinah.
That's Josh.
Haha, yes, it is.
Haha.
That's still Dinah, and I'm still Josh.
And yep.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome
to the, guess how many? 39. The 39th episode of Moonshine Safari. All of our craziness. Hey, we thank you for following us and listening and liking and doing all the things that you're doing. We really appreciate that very much. Hey, you know where you can find us all over social media, all over the place, and YouTube and all those. And if anybody
just wants to volunteer to be a webmaster, I'll let you update the website.
Del Toro's doing that. Well, he's working full time, so he has a hard time doing it. Anyway,
it's true.
Hey, it's time for Shine Outs.
Shine Outs.
Hey, we got some good ones. This is very cool. You should go over to our Instagram page and check out Hubbworks. Hubbworks made this incredible wooden plaque of our logo.
They did. It was awesome, actually. And
do you have it on? Do you have it on Instagram yet?
No.
Then we need to get it up there.
Yeah, I really do.
Okay, well, we're gonna put it up there. So go check this out. Hubbworks.
Hubbworks. Yeah.
Hubbworks. It's a
an
local
Etsy,
business.
So.
Yeah, they have an Etsy, and they can do customized. They did one of for our family name. They can do all kinds of stuff, and it is so cool.
And they do a nice job, and they want to make sure that you like it, so they'll check with you every step of the way to make sure it's working.
Very. Yeah, they really take customer service to, the customer service stuff I was talking about last episode. If you didn't know what I was talking about, go back there. They don't do that crap. They do the good stuff.
They do the good stuff.
Right, they do the good stuff. So Hubbworks. Also, tedsshootingrange in Queen Creek.
Woohoo, Ted.
We're going to talk about that actually in our story today, because we kind of alluded to this last episode that we were going to be doing some kind of interesting things. And Anyway, shout out to
Stay tuned. That's what he's saying.
Shooting Range in Queen Creek also.
They did a great job.
And Scott, our instructor.
Fantastic.
He was amazing. He really was. Dinah, guess what's coming? They just broke ground.
White
Castle. Shine out to White Castles. Woo! Oh, thank goodness. Finally. Okay, oh my gosh.
Seriously, you guys, if you don't live in a state that doesn't have a White Castle, you wouldn't understand this, but now because White Castles, it's on our news.
But see, I didn't live in a state that even had crystal.
Everywhere.
Like when I lived in Mississippi, we could only get crystal if we went to Tennessee. And remember when you and I went, we got crystal.
It in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got it in Tennessee. So.
And then I had White Castles before in other states, but...
right? And then we've had White Castles before, but we've had then the frozen ones, but those aren't the same.
Not the same. Yeah.
Those aren't the same. I'm trying to tell our kids that they're just not.
So they just broke ground, and it's like, and seriously, it's been on the news. It's a riot. Everyone's like, White Castle's coming.
I was so excited. I was telling Del Toro, I said, because we're going to be heading out to the God willing, we're going to head out to the resort Talking Stick in June to see Kathleen Madigan again. Madigan again.
Many times. This is what third?
I was hoping
third,
because that's where it's going to be broken. That's where it's going to be. It's in the top.
You're right.
It's in that area.
In the area. Well,
but it's not going to be ready until the fall.
No, right. And you know what? You probably don't want to go there for a while, but there's a lot of shopping and restaurants around.
We're going to go there. We're going to order it to the room because they'll deliver it.
Oh,
Postmates will deliver or somebody. I love
that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, it'll be awesome.
Yeah,
just hanging out and nomming on a dozen White Castle cheeseburgers.
A dozen, really?
Yeah. No, I told Del Toro. I told him. I said, we'll get up there. I said we'll get like 4 dozen. Well, I call it. We have to get like 4. What are you talking about? You need a dozen a piece. At least.
I'm not so sure about that.
You could do half dozen, and I'll take up your other 6. We'll do that. So
Dill pickle.
So shine out to White Castle. Thank you so much for finally coming. That's awesome. And we have some new followers and likers and all that good stuff this week. Thank you so much. And we like to give you a shine out every week. Alice Sfoley.
Alice.
I really should write better when I do this because I've done this so much.
Let's be fair though. Sometimes the names on their handles don't have anything to do with their name either. So
true. Also, ECH.
ECH.
That one was easy.
See, I silenced my phone, but Josh didn't silence
I don't
his.
care. Phoenix Families.
Phoenix Families.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Phoenix Families following Moonshine Safari. That's my kind of family.
Well, I was going to say.
Hot diggity. And Dark Outdoor.
Thanks, Dark.
What's up, homie? Homette.
Sup?
Homette.
I know what's up.
We know what's up. All right. Hey, you're here. Episode 39.
Woohoo.
Buckle in. It's going to be a
Here we
bumpy
go.
ride.
What's Dana listening to? What's Josh listening to?
Welcome back.
Welcome.
I pushed the button. I didn't know that the button was actually pushed. It paused for a
At
second.
least
so-
he didn't say anything
Welcome.
bad.
No, well, it wouldn't matter. I just have to bleep it out like I've done before. Or I don't think many kids listen to the show, though we try and keep it family friendly.
Did you hear that there was a news anchor that dropped the F-bomb on accident?
Really?
They didn't know their mic was hot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome. They get fired.
I don't.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
sorry. Nowadays, I mean, seriously, people.
I mean, it's just. what are you
I mean,
gonna do? I mean, it's
I
just.
understand
it's
that
not
a
like,
lot of people don't like to use the
It's not like he was
bad
calling
words,
anybody a name or anything. That I understand.
know.
It was just a. It was just a. Yeah, exclamation. If you
But
want to
it's
call
like,
it that.
really? It's it's almost 2020 and we're worrying about using the F word. It's like, really? I'm sorry. There are other things we should be worried about.
I hear
Using
ya.
the F word is not one of them. Anywho, it's music time, you guys.
Music.
Hey, I think the dam is breaking on my creative constipation. I have been working on a song.
I know it, and I'm thrilled.
Yeah, I've been working on a song, and I think it's going to be kind of cool, kind of funky, kind of bluesy.
Fun.
Yeah, kind of fun. And what's fun, I mean, I told you guys I think last week I told you I had jazz. Did I tell you I had jazz last week?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I
you
have
said.
jazz. So I've been watching Jeep videos constantly. And let's see, on the Jeep website now, you can build your own gladiator. I don't know how many I've built. I always build the same one, but I always go back to it. I always check. It always ends up all the same. I would go, okay, now I can really do without that. And then by the time I get down, I'm like, no, I need that. So if I need that, then you have to pick the package that I skipped like 3 sections back, and then it ends up being the same Jeep anyway.
Of course.
Of course. So I want one so bad. But anyway, so that's kind of been the inspiration. I actually worked Jeep into the song, into
Woohoo.
some of the songs. So anyway, I have been doing that as well as listening to Blackberry Smoke.
Of course.
Of course, listening to Blackberry Smoke. Well, why wouldn't you want to listen to Blackberry Smoke?
Got me. I like them.
I know. What have you been listening to, my lady?
Well, at work, I have been listening to Harry Potter because I've just been in that mood.
That's for the last 3 weeks.
I know.
Yep.
At home, been listening to whatever you're listening to, and or when I do my music stuff, I've been listening to me,
Listening to you.
and that's
right.
it.
That's exactly
I'm boring right now.
No, that's not true. Yeah, we're just kind of looking for some venues and stuff to go check out some local bands and stuff like that too. So if you guys have any suggestions here in the Gilbert, Chandler, East Valley area of a good place to go and hear some cool music, let us know. And you know where you can let us know that at is Josh and Dinah at moonshinesafari.com.
Yeah, or Facebook, or Twitter, or Instagram,
Yeah,
or
say, hey,
whatever.
you guys should try this. Let us know, and we'll go check it out, and we'll give you a shout out and tell the people there that you recommended us, or recommended them, or however it goes, something like that.
Whatever.
Anyway, coming up, I'm going to try and tickle your funny bone. If you have one. There it is. Hey, that's twice.
It is twice.
Yeah! Oh, no.
That
Yes.
was my exclamation for the day.
Sorry, she has gas syndrome, but the real kind.
No, I do not.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I'm done with this week, and I'm ready for the weekend
me
syndrome.
Me too. I am so ready. All right. Hey, we got Hillbilly Word of the Week. And I'm changing it from redneck because I'm more, well, I think I probably should call it Hill William. Because I'm not really a hillbilly anymore.
You're more schmancy than that.
Well, right. So those of you who don't know, a hillbilly, I was born in the mountains of Tennessee. Sounds like the beginning of a song, kind of like Davy Crockett. But I was born in the mountains of Tennessee,
Hillbilly,
way up in the hills. Small little bitty town.
The
all
sticks.
Of that stuff.
When we say the sticks, that's what they mean.
It's the sticks. So, but I only lived there for 3 years, and then I moved down to Mississippi, which really was, I mean, it was still country, but it was, I mean, we lived in a neighborhood, so it wasn't like
it was a
sticks
neighborhood.
there.
It was more suburban, but
Yes.
it was Elvisville.
Yes. So, but we still went out and, messed around in the woods and stuff like that. So, and did that till I was 15. But I've been in Phoenix, which is now the 5th largest city in the country, since 1985. So
Long time.
I've graduated from hillbilly to hill William because I am from the city now. See, William is
City folk.
more,
Uppity.
yeah, more classy. So I'm a hill William. Anyway, hillbilly word of the day, week, rectum. I had me 2 good 4-wheelers till I wrecked them.
Got it. I knew that's where that one was going. I was ready.
Yep, coming up. Peeve.
Get ready to get your britches in a bunch. It's time for Peeve of the Week.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome.
I'm Josh,
I'm Dinah.
and we are
Josh and Dinah.
Josh and Dinah. But that's not what I was going to say, but I'm glad you said that. What I was going to say is that we are coming to you from the beautiful Gilbert, Arizona Moonshine Safari Studios. That's what I was going to say. But anyway.
You dig?
You dig? All right. Peeve. I got the peeves.
Shocking.
I got them. Here's number 1 peeve. I don't have a Jeep Gladiator right now.
Oh, no.
That peeves me. Okay.
It will
Number
peeve
2,
you.
it's that time of year where all the flies in all of Gilbert are mating in my backyard and trying to get in my house.
And they love our 4 dogs. So, yeah. By the way, # National Pet Day.
Oh, yeah. National Pet Day. And you know how
Shut
you would
up.
know what every day is if you go to our Instagram page. I know this is like a bunch of pushing stuff, but you really should. Just saying.
You really should.
Get off your tuchus and go.
Absolutely.
Right. Anyway. So, all right, another peeve.
Actually,
yeah.
you can go
This
to
is like
Instagram
you're getting
from your
you're getting a
tuchus.
4B for this one.
Woohoo.
4B peeve. So, right now I don't have a Jeep Gladiator. I'm peeved. Okay? Flies. Weeds. Yes. Weeds again because all this sunshine that we've been getting, they've all like woken up.
Sunshine
And
on my shoulder.
Skeeters.
I hate
Because
them.
guess what happens?
I'm with you.
Yeah. Now all the skeeters are coming out. And you think, Arizona? Is it too hot for skeet? Oh, no.
No,
We have
not
special
yet.
kind
Yeah.
of hell skeeters
Yeah.
that can live through the 130 degrees and still suck your boiling blood when
Yep.
you're sleeping. Okay? So I'm from the South. I know what skeeters are like back there. I've been eaten up by, trust me, it's the same here. It's the same.
Yep.
Little, I want to call them
Robin would add grasshoppers to that because
She had her own personal locust plague the other day.
seriously, every time we get to the office, she is
Oh, my
dodging
gosh.
and standing 10 feet away for 20 minutes. I'm like, where'd she go?
She's hiding.
Hiding from the
She's hiding.
grasshoppers.
Anyway, we'll have to talk about that sometime, where she got that fear from. All right.
Not grasshoppers.
All bugs.
No.
Coming up, pro tip.
Pro tip.
Dina's got your pro tip.
Oh, I have a doozy.
Have you got a pro tip?
Get out your notepads. It's time for Pro Tip of the Week.
Hit it. I'm sorry, that was Beastie Boys. Welcome back, everybody, to
Welcome.
Moonshine Safari.
Mm-hmm.
That's Dina. I'm Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And guess what? It's pro tip time.
It is pro tip time.
Hey, Dina, what nugget of knowledge are you going to learn these people today?
I'm going to learn
'em.
them. All right. So one of the things that's happened to me, and I've had the biggest example of it within the past several weeks. If you're in the middle of a home finance transaction, I know that a lot of us, and we all kind of do this to a degree, some people do it more. You transfer money in and out of different accounts. You have family members that you may have a deal with that, they're paying you $50 a month for something that they might have borrowed, I don't know, a year and a half ago. Or you transfer them money because you live at their house and you're paying them electricity or whatever it happens to be. Here's the deal. When you go in the middle of a transaction, say to buy a house or something like that, you have underwriters that are going to scrutinize every line of your bank statements. You have to keep those bank statements clean.
I'm sorry, could you please not make so much noise with your microphone? I'm sorry.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I could try that.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry. Please go ahead.
You have to keep those bank statements clean from a lot of that ridiculous activity. Now, there is a threshold for underwriters, and typically it's about 1% of the loan amount. So it's pretty high. However, if they start seeing weird patterns, they're going to start asking. And all I'm saying is everybody's life is going to get hard, and you're going to get frustrated, and so is your loan officer if they can't use your bank statements because there's a bunch of weird transactions. And also, try to keep the money in there during the...
Oh, no.
Just, you know...
What are you talking about? Shouldn't I spend all my money over and over and over again?
Over and over and over again. Anyway, the point is, yes, just, you know, bank statements need to be kind of... I know it sounds weird to say it this way, pure. Try to keep them separate. Don't, you know, just take a little hiatus from all your little things that you have to do.
Exactly.
Or do them in cash if you have to, but keep them out of the bank account because it does create
It can cause a lot of bumps in the road, and it can delay the loan, the closing. It could cause other conditions. It could cause a lot of things.
Exactly.
So,
and you know what? Truthfully, most people, they said, I think more than half the people don't know what is the criteria for a mortgage. So sit down and talk to somebody about it.
you can talk to us.
You can ask questions to us. That's fine.
Absolutely.
And even if, like I said, even if we don't work in your state, I can give you some hard advice.
We can refer you
So,
as well.
Anyway, just think about that. Like I said, everything needs to be sort of clean when you're trying to go through this transaction.
Yep. Try not to. And I know sometimes things happen, but just realize that's going to make it a lot very difficult for you.
Yeah,
it's going to make
document
it difficult.
everything.
Yep. So if you need to take care of business, do it before you start the loan process.
Exactly.
Take care of all of that stuff before, or wait till after. Don't do it during.
Just don't.
Don't do it during.
Please.
Yeah, don't do it during. All right, coming up, that's our story. We're going to talk
Story.
about pew, 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 pew.
Shh. Quiet and listen. It's time for Marriage Story of the Week.
Welcome back to Moonshine Safari, everybody.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Hey, it's our 39th episode.
39?
That'd be next week. It'd be 40.
That'd be 40
Ooh. We've been wandering around for 40
episodes.
40 weeks.
Actually, 41 because remember we skipped one.
Yeah, well, we weren't wandering that week.
That's true. We were staying still.
Yeah. Hey, this is a time where we talk about us and our stories and stuff. Well, I guess everything is about us, but this is more specific. We went last Saturday and took some firearms training at Ted's shooting range in Queen Creek. And it was cool.
They did a great job.
I'll tell you what, it was amazing. From the setup, from everything. Because I emailed them, I contacted them and told them kind of what I was looking for. And they responded and said, yeah. And no problem. And set up a time. And then we had someone else that was interested in going and adding along with us.
A family friend.
Yes. Someone who needs the training. Well, I believe everybody needs training in firearms, whether you have guns or not. I think you need to teach your kids and teach everybody how to, I think it's responsible in case they come across a firearm and create, just hiding them from people, then they're just ignorant. And then that's how people get hurt. I think it's important that just like it used to be, you train.
I think logistically, we all hear, people saying you need to get the guns out of off the street, whatever. You can keep saying that. The fact of the matter is that ship sailed a long time ago. The guns are there. And so knowing how to handle them and what to expect from them is really the responsible thing. I have a daughter who is 24. Our little family friend is 32. She's single. She lives alone. She needs to know how to protect herself. I mean, women alone. Hello.
I'm sorry. Krav Maga, as effective as that can be, and you can see the videos, and I think you should do that training too. I really do. Because gun is not always should be the first resort in that. But a gun for a woman, I'm sorry, that's the equalizer. Because physically, and that's already been proven, I'm sorry, physically you're not equal. You just aren't. Now there are some but they're very rare. They're very rare because I'm sorry, just the way we're built. It's that, and you can cry and go, oh no, but you're not physically. You're not equal. You just aren't. That's why there are different physical.
Well, okay, I think what
in
people
like the military
this is
and
what
stuff.
I think some people take issue with is the word equal.
Well,
I mean, yes. Would I ever try to tell you that I'm as strong as almost any guy?
well,
No.
I'm just talking about physical. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about
I understand what
your
you're saying.
worth. I'm talking.
I get it.
We're all equal of worth, except for the scumbags.
Right.
But I don't get to choose that. That's up to God. That's not up to me. But I'm just saying that's just my opinion. But as far as human beings, we're all of equal worth. But I'm saying, but we are all different.
I understand what you're saying. I just wanted to.
I don't have this. I'm not equal to
well,
Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, but not only that, you're not equal to bearing children.
I'm
can't
not equal.
bear children.
I'm not even equal to my nephew who's 6'5".
You can't bear children.
So I mean,
so you can't be.
Right.
You can't.
But
be
that's not the
equal,
point.
if you want to call it, to a woman in that. I mean, it just makes sense to me. I don't understand why we get caught up in this, but that's why I wanted to make it clear, because it's like there are certain things that Josh can do that Dinah can't do, and there are certain things that Dinah can do that Josh can't do.
Exactly.
Get over it.
And there are a lot of things that I don't want to do that she does, and that's fine. That's good. And there are things that I do that she don't want to do, and that's good. That's why it makes things work for us. But I'm sorry we got off on that way tangent, but
we did, but it's important.
But it is important. So we showed up at Ted's over in Queen Creek, which is an amazing facility. Oh my gosh, and clean and nice and just organized. I know it's new and everything, but it is so cool. If you haven't been out there, you need to go out there and check them out.
Everybody was super pleasant and super helpful.
Oh yeah, our instructor right off the bat was just very helpful. He wasn't like a testosterone-driven, gun-toting beast. He was. He had a background in federal law enforcement, and he'd been on SWAT teams and things like that, and he's retired. And he just made everybody seem so at ease, especially Robin, who was...
The girls.
Robin was probably the most apprehensive because she understands the destructive power of a firearm. She understands it. She respects it, and she fears it a little bit. But now that she understands it, she's starting to understand better that she can control that power and that force. So she's getting better, and he made her feel way comfortable. And this was just like an intro basic gun safety course. It's about, actually what it was is about the first 2 hours, but though we were there about 3, of the concealed carry class, which we're going to be taking just the law part in a 2 hour. And guess what? Those instructors will come to your venue for that part. So they'll probably come to...
Which will be awesome.
Yeah, Moonshine Safari Studios. And come here and teach us to get our... we will have fulfilled all of the requirements for CCW, except for all we need to do is obviously fill out the application and send it into the Department of Public Safety. And then they decide. Anywho, so we went down there and... Wow, it was just great. And we had the Old Bay when we're shooting to ourselves. Well, first there was class time, right?
Right.
And he showed us a bunch of guns.
Right.
And
he did some instruction on, how to clear the gun to make sure it was not loaded. But, and then always still, and every instructor has always said this, I've heard, but always assume it's loaded. But still, you have to know how to unload it.
Yep. And just took them through the basics of things and stuff that I told them and taught them always because... I always grew up around firearms, and Dinah did in a different way, not necessarily in a more a positive way like I did, but she never handled firearms until...
Just that I knew that they were around, but no one ever... It's not like everyone ever showed me.
Right.
Or,
I was the first one that showed you.
Right.
I was the first one that got you. We got your first gun and stuff, and then and we talked to you about... We told you, Dinah has MS, and we found an amazing firearm that works. If it's the Smith & Wesson Shield 380 EZ, and it was built specifically for people who have weaker hands. Yes, you're going to say women. That's true, because it's easier to rack the slide, which you need to do.
Which I've never been able to do easily on any other.
So what would you say about the one that you have now?
I can do it.
Yeah, you can. And she was. Ooh, let me just tell you, she Yeah, don't mess with this girl. Don't piss her off. She'll put one right where she needs to. Del Toro is probably the most natural and best shot of the family, I would say. He's amazing.
He's just a rock.
He's amazing.
He gets up there, and it's like effortless to him. It's crazy.
He was just knocking the center out of everything. It was amazing. And then Robin got up there, and Robin has an interesting thing because she's actually left eye dominant, but she's right-handed, so she has to aim weird. But once she realizes and compensates, and then once Scott came over and worked with her a little bit, man, she had dialed in. Her last few shots were like right in the bullseye. It was amazing. And we were only shooting like 5 to 7 yards, that was, and then of course Dinah was doing great. And well, he corrected some of my bad habits that I never had any real, like legit training like that. My father taught me how to handle guns.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think he helped us all with even just, like, for me, I know in the beginning I was frustrated because it's like, okay, I still having some trouble, but then he showed me a different way to do it, and then I was able to.
And you're going to work your own way of doing it eventually, and
right.
It'll be great. And then you're just you'll play around with. Well, anyway, so we did that, and it was great. And usually the class is like 1.5, 2 hours. He told us up front that his class is usually longer than that. And yeah, by the time we got done shooting and go back to the class, we got there at 9. We didn't leave till afternoon. So it was like 3 hours and stuff. And but it was so valuable. And everybody talks about things that are valuable these days, and that is value to me. That kind of training is valuable. First off, even if you're not ever going to buy a gun, you can, like, I brought my own, but everybody else rented them to see what kind of guns they might be interested in. You can rent them as part of the class, and then you get the feel of kind of what you want, which is kind of neat. What you want. And then it was just so much fun. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. We talked about it, and Dina's not really big into guns like that, but because now that she can actually actuate the slide and do the things, it's more better for you, right?
Well, here's the thing. I still understand the practicality of it. It's kind of like Josh is saying, like, he appreciates them just because he does, for the sport of it and all that
guns are cool.
Goes into it. He likes it. Yeah,
guns and guitars.
Cool. I don't care about that part of it, but I see it's kind of like saying, well, I'm not gonna touch a car because I'm not a car enthusiast. No, most of us get cars and we drive, so it's a practical thing. It's a matter of, okay, like I said, I have a daughter who's 24. I want her to learn, and if I poo-poo it, is she gonna poo-poo it? I need to show her the practicality of it, and I want her to be safe. And so that's paramount to me, and whatever else happens.
I'm also about personal responsibility. I really don't think it's fair of me to expect someone to come and risk their life for me if I'm not willing to defend myself. Do you understand? Why should I sit back and think, oh, well, we pay police officers to risk their life. He should come over here and stand in the way. When it's going to take him longer to get here.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, that's part of the problem. You don't call the police until there's already an issue.
Right. There's already an issue. And by that time, a lot of times it's too late. And most of the time, a gun will just diffuse a situation. You won't ever even have to fire it. God forbid anybody ever have to. But that's it. But I think it's an invaluable tool that everybody should have. It should be knowledge that you know how to handle a gun. You know how to make it safe and to take care of it. And really to protect you and your family.
Well, and it was kind of cool because, like Josh was saying, I mean, just the knowledge, even if you're not ever going to buy one, is good. He was, our instructor was telling a story about during the Columbine catastrophe, tragedy, that there was a boy who had some simple firearms training, kind of like that. And when one of the murderers, ran out of bullets for that moment, because they had extras, but his gun ran
reloading.
He understood what the sound meant, was able to grab a bunch of people and get out,
and he escaped and saved their lives,
and saved other people's lives.
He had some knowledge of how firearms
work.
So
all I'm saying is the knowledge is invaluable as well.
It can help. So huge shine out to them in the sky. It was amazing.
Yeah,
and then
fantastic.
well then I ordered a couple of nugs.
You did. And by the way, if anyone, we always say nug because
Well, it doesn't matter why we say it.
We
but
say it.
We say
Anyway.
nice. So yeah. So we got some cool things, and maybe we'll talk about those later. But yeah, got some cool stuff, and we got them there. In fact, I saw Scott today, and he helped me out and just made everything. And the manager there, everybody was super nice and not pushy. Didn't try to make me buy anything that I didn't want. In fact, he told me, he goes like, yeah, this ammo's a little expensive. Let me give you a website that you can have, and they'll deliver it to your house. And I'm like, oh, let me write that down.
Exactly.
And I did. So
That's funny.
Scott's awesome. So thanks. But I bought some ammo from there. I bought two $27 boxes of 20s.
Woo woo.
That's over $1 a round. You know, when I got my 44 Magnum back when I was
You
younger.
might as well be speaking Chinese. I have no
when I was
idea how
younger,
much it's
that's
supposed to
about how much
cost.
a 44 Magnum rounds cost, and I didn't shoot that gun very often. So now,
Gotcha.
oh Lordy have mercy. Anyway, all right, that's enough about Ted's.
Teds.
And Ted doesn't even own it. That's pretty funny.
No, it's actually
Check it
a
out.
woman-owned business.
And managed.
So, you know.
Oh, and they have ladies' nights on Mondays and Wednesdays,
Mondays and Wednesdays.
which is
I
like free
think
shooting.
You get the
Free lane.
rental for free. You just have to buy the ammo or something
Yeah, you have
like
to buy
that.
ammo, but you don't get any lane charges or anything like that. No, that's so freaking cool. Just saying. They got some cool stuff, and you need to go check them out. It's a cool place. All right. Coming up, drinks and recipes.
Drinks.
It might be a duplicate.
Get out your glasses. It's time for the Moonshine Safari drinks and recipes.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome.
It's drinks and recipe time.
Drinks.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I will tell you, this is on Cantankerous Josh's Instagram page. Remember I told you that back long weeks ago when we were still dieting and everything that Dinah found some Midnight Moon blackberry moonshine.
That I
which
did.
is my favorite.
I'm going to have to go over there and see if they have more.
Yeah, because we're down to one and maybe a third. But anyway, we're back on the fast. We were off for a week, so 1 and almost 2 jars
Went away.
was gone.
We don't know what happens. It just evaporates.
Well, when I listen to Blackberry Smoke and I get my Medicate, my mind shot glass out, and I have some of that Junior Johnson's Blackberry Moonshine, who, by the way, liked my photo. Junior
Woo,
Johnson.
woo.
Yeah. Midnight Moon. Thank you. Shout out.
Midnight
Shine
Moon.
out to
Shine
Midnight
out,
Moon.
Midnight
Yeah.
Moon.
That's some delicious stuff.
We
And their
love
cherry, their cherry is okay. Like I said before, and I think I gave this a review before. Most cherry alcohol, liqueur, whatever, tastes like Robitussin to me. Not this, because they actually put cherries in it. They actually put real cherries in it.
Yep.
Like they put real blackberries.
Pretty
they put
tasty.
real blueberries in their moonshine. And it's 100 proof. That makes it even better. So it's got that nice little pop, pop, pop. So if this is the second time I've talked about blackberry moonshine, too bad. I'll probably talk about it again because right now it's my favorite. I wish we could get some of those other ones.
I know, but you know what? It seems to be a little tougher in Arizona.
Hey, Midnight Moon, send us some samples. We'll try. Just kidding. Anyway, no, we would. That'd be great. You could sponsor a show. That'd be wonderful. We can do that too.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Anyway, everybody, that's it that's all I got. You got anything, Dina?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
I think I know what next week's going to be, but we can wait.
Well, give them a little hint if you want.
Well, I kind of want to talk about some of the silly, goofy things that we did in the past, like growing up wise, things that or dumb.
Like,
I'm speaking from my
are you
perspective.
talking? Wait. You talking about like when we're dating, dumb?
No, I'm talking about like when we're married, like if you're sleeping, if you're taking a nap. Just dumb stuff. But I think married
you mean
couples.
The thing that I used to do to you that.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, that too. I just think it's going to be funny. I think it's actually funny stuff. But I think married
you mean like
couples.
when I take it, you get mad at me because I got.
Yeah, but yeah.
But then
but I think
yeah.
married couples will very much identify. with that.
You're talking about. We'll talk about all the little things that get on each other's nerves.
Exactly.
Little things.
Exactly. Dumb things that really.
But we
don't
should
even
talk
matter.
about that in between now and the show. But guys, if we don't have a 40th show, you'll know why. That's why. You'll know why we don't have a 40th show because we got
mad.
Yeah, she said she'll be like, I think I'm going to bring this up. No, you're not. No, something like that. But anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for your time. We really
thank you
appreciate
so
everything.
much.
Check us out at all of our plethora of multitudes of
online
places to
access
where
places.
our feet are hanging out or whatever the hell. I can't even talk. Anyway, but we really do appreciate it.
And there's going to come a time where we're probably going to do this on video. So
God help us. God help you.
God help you. But
God
if
help
you
you.
are interested in that, let us know that too. I'm curious.
God help
I'm curious
you.
to see what people think.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, yes.
And I
Thank the
hope
Lord.
that your day is wonderful. Be good to each other. All right. And remember, spread that shine. Mm-hmm. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeehaw! Thank y'all for coming by the Moonshine Safari. May your glasses be full and your hearts happy.
Hey y'all, welcome to Moonshine Safari. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as well as check the description for information on our social media sites, as well as our Patreon account to help support our adventures in the Moonshine Wilderness.